Okay, guys. Welcome to Box to Box Football, and let's talk a bit about Spain. Now, growing up, we seen a golden era of Spain. You know, the Fabregas, Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa, David Silva, Fernando Torres, Xabi Alonso. I can go on. Ramos, Piqué, Puyol, Casillas. Oh, it literally. I can just reel off the names. Sergio Busquets.
Iker,
Yeah, they they
yeah,
they, uh they became the first international team to win three consecutive international tournaments in a row. Probably not the first. I'm pretty sure there might have been one in between there, but just the overall dominance of that Spain team from 2008 all the way up to 2012, 2020/2013 was incredible. Winning the Euros twice, the World Cup twice. Now, ever since that generation kind of died, and it's been a bit weird for Spanish team. I mean, for the Spanish national team getting knocked out on penalties on multiple occasions, not putting in the performances that we're used to, passing teams off the park. But Jack, this Spanish team right now just just qualified out of Group B, Jack, with a maximum of 9 points. Yeah,
tough
in
group too.
yeah, maximum of nine. Jack, they got 9 out of 9 points. Yeah, conceded zero, scored five. That is so impressive. Just talk about the teams: Albania, Italy, Croatia. Jack, that's almost to a lot everybody. That was a group of death right there. They're like
Right. Yep.
really tough teams, but they have made it look easy. And I look at the way they are right now, Jack, with the way that they're playing, with the plays that they have on display. Are they now the favorites to win the Euros, Jack? Because based on performance right now, it's not really close to me.
I wouldn't want to play them. I think that kind of says it all. And I think the best thing that I think if any Spanish people are listening or people who like watching the Spanish are listening, the best thing is I think pre-tournament, a lot of people, me included, was looking at that kind of soft center, let's say, Nacho, Lenormand, kind of thinking like it's not really Ramos, Piqué, or Puyol and those guys in there anymore. It's kind of like we'll be able to get at these teams if we've got a half decent striker pairing or an attacking midfielder striker combo or some forwards that come inside. We're going to be able to get at these guys. They've not conceded a goal. This is against a Croatia team. This is against an Italy team who, again, okay, it's not the most death-defying attacking football we've ever seen, but these are still teams of serious repute and top level reputations in terms of world football. So defensively, it's very impressive. I think a lot of their guys have stepped up in a major way. You've got the likes of Lamine Yamal, who I think is still discovering himself, and my goodness, I don't know if I've seen a talent so composed and somebody who feels like he's 23, 24 years old, but actually still 16 years of old, come on the scene and be as good as he's been. And James, I think for me, again, on top of the defense that we talked about, James, it's been a different back line every single game. The defensive line's been different each and every game. There have been players who can come in, who can come out, who can change, offers diversity. The relationships are still there, and the patterns of play still look very good. Everybody's on the same page and pulling in the right direction. I think the manager deserves a hell of a lot of credit. But long term, I think when the moment hits, and again, we know what happens in finals, things can get crazy, even in semi-finals. I do think you're going to see the home advantage for Germany come into play. I do think you're going to see the quality and the experience of the latter stages of tournaments for a team like France come into it as well. Again, not holding too much hope out for England at the moment. A Cristiano Ronaldo Portugal team as well is, I think, a team to be feared in big moments as you get later into the stages. But saying that Spain haven't been impressive would be a complete lie. I think on form, it's probably the best team in the tournament so far.
Oh, Jack, without a shadow of a doubt. And to me, just to have a nice bit of balance, Jack, in players to me playing out of their skin where you didn't see that coming. Like Cucurella, Jack, you know what? If you had Chelsea fans right now, they wouldn't be smiling about him, but he has been exceptional in this tournament. You got a player like Danny Carvajal who just came out winning six Champions League in a like for Real Madrid. Laporte, Jack, who we from Saudi Arabia is putting in performances. But to me, two things. I'm gonna touch on the first bit, that midfield, Jack. Rodri, you know how special he is. Honestly. the best midfielder in his position in the world by a country mile. What he can do, controlling, pulling, like pulling strings. We talk about how England lack a player. They lack a player like Rodri who can do a bit of everything, break up play, and then just find these players. And Fabian Ruiz, Jack, I don't know what has happened, but he's came out of absolute nowhere, Jack. He's balling out differently,
He's
you know?
Yeah, well, he's been. I mean, like I wanted to come to his defense a little bit because he's been a personal favorite player of mine for a long time. He was a fantastic player. Obviously, went to PSG, has obviously gone a little bit quiet, but I still think he's given a bit of a stage now to prove that he's still that guy. And actually, he's puffed his chest out and said, actually, Rodri, I'm right here with you in terms of quality in this Spanish midfield.
100%. And listen, a player who's been up and down when it comes to injuries, Jack Pedri, look, he's getting back to his absolute best. I was a
Right.
bit sad to know that Isco wasn't going to be there. He had an incredible season. Gavi wasn't going to be there, so missing two absolute maestros in there. But Pedri's coming in right now, and he seems to get back to his absolute best. Another player I'm going to touch on, Morata, Jack. I get it. He isn't doesn't there's a lot of Chelsea fans, a lot of fans give them a lot of PTSD, the fact of the missed chances and everything like that. But when he puts on the Spain top, he's ever reliable. His goal ratio there isn't bad, Jack. And what he's doing for this team right now, he's leading this team as the captain, Jack. It's so impressive. But what makes this Spanish team stand out the most, Jack, to me, are these two road runners, are these two wide players. For all the nice, pretty football, you give it out to Lamine Yamal. You give it out to Nico Williams and ask him go 1v1, running behind, absolute take defenders and turn them fullbacks and turn them inside out. And Jack, that's what they're doing, and that's their biggest X factor right now. In going further in tournaments, in going further in latter stages in tournaments, they can tire out teams. Yeah, with that Jack, with that place there, Jack, they're to me, they're young, they're ready to go, they're hungry. Those two are the most that excite me, and I can't wait to see them just play even more because what they do, Jack.
I mean,
Honestly, that Italy game, I was
yeah.
bewildered. I was like, damn,
Well,
you know.
the way Nico Williams is playing, I mean, it's a more technical Rafael Leao type performance because you've got the physique, you've got the ability on the ball, and that pure kind of explosion. But you've also got a little bit more of a touch, a little bit more finesse in his game as well. And again, to defend, good luck with that. I do want to make my biggest point though about Spain, and I've been meaning to say this for a while. Um, the Spanish manager, right, Luis de la Fuente. I think something that goes massively unnoticed, and I think it's probably something that a lot of teams may look to in the future. He was Spain under 19 manager, 2013 to 2018. He was Spain under 21 manager, 2018 to 2022. He was Spain under 23 manager in 2021. He's been Spain national team manager in 2022. Since 2013, this guy has slowly risen through the youth development ranks of Spanish football. He knows these players inside out, and he's developed his game and his ability within the Spanish system, the Spanish culture of football to see what we have today. And I think that needs to be massively, massively applauded.
Jack, can they win it? Of course they can, but I think what's always going to let them down, Jack. In the last few couple tournaments, they've been knocked out by penalties, and I don't see a team outdoing them in 90 minutes or even 100 minutes. I feel like they're just going to get outdone by penalties. It might be a thing where they might have to ask David Raya to come on and maybe save the day when it comes to penalties, because that might be a thing there. But that's the only way I see this team kind of going out, because, Jack, the balance that they have overall is very, very, very difficult
Strong.
to beat. And you look at the previous tournaments,
And
they've been
Rodri,
knocked
right?
out
Oh my God.
on penalties. But Spanish fans, let me know. Are you guys going to win the Euros? Is the golden age back? Can these boys kind of rekindle the old days? Let us know, guys. Comment down below. Can Spain win the Euros? And who do you guys think is going to win the Euros, guys? Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And we will see you guys next time.